Hey, what's going on, chess fanatics? Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, we had a loss last round. I actually played a game off camera after the fact. Had an opponent, I think 1805, and had a very convincing victory in a Caro-Kann. So think that I play a little bit better off camera. So we were able to claw back 10 points there. So we're a little higher than we were after the loss last day, which is nice. We'll definitely take that. Pop it into the pool. So we're rated 1733. Hopefully we get a really strong opponent right now. 1752. Okay. And we're just sticking with d4. We've been on a kick the last little while. I like that. So they're saying this is the Krauss variation. I kind of considered always that structure to be like a semi-Tarrasch maybe? What about jumping the knight in here? Okay, we'll get the knight around. Can't go after it right now. So do we have time? Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep the knight here. Sometimes I go out to f3, but I want to keep this. Okay. So now we're probably going to get c4. Okay, let's actually just play bishop to e2 here so we can castle. And now we're going to look to continue with the operation c4. So that knight's got to move somewhere. I'm going to get rid of that. And we will attack the pawn. If knight in, obviously we'll just take. We could look to protect it, but we definitely just take en passant. Okay, so we'll take this. I'm assuming bishop out. Yeah. Now what if we go bishop here? I'm assuming a rook over. Is there any point in getting involved in that? What about here? Here, blocking that. Yeah, not great. Let's just attack the queen. Okay, we'll threaten mate. I think he's got to push. Now we'll take. Okay, so we'll pin this and then threaten a potential mate. Okay, he's going to threaten a mate of his own. Kudos. I mean, I don't think any sack works here, so. Okay, but how does he stop checkmate here? This is the question. I don't think it's possible. I mean, maybe there's some sacks he can try, right? There's a check. But then what? You know, you follow up with the queen, but checkmate. I'm expecting resignation. Okay, so he goes for this. And checkmate. So, I mean, that's really all he had. I think resignation would have been the appropriate move there. So we got a bit of a miniature. Happy to see that. Let's take a look at the game review here. 92. Very nice. 2 great moves, 2 inaccuracies. Okay, so we played 2350, opponent played 1500. Let's just quickly go through here. All this is book. And yeah, so this is always, or almost always, an inaccuracy because b3 is largely going to put a bunch of pressure if we take. Oftentimes their d-pawn needs to cover it, so it's generally not the greatest. I do see that type of move a lot. I probably should have just continued developing. Oh, look, it actually wants b3 right away. Like, that is typically what I like to play, but I felt like we would plug some holes before we went ahead and did that. So, you know, slight advantage here. Get ourselves castled. And, oh, so it didn't like this idea. I thought it was better, but I guess we were missing something. So what's it saying? Like, we just take, queen takes. And, oh, I see. I guess so. I guess it will have avoided that structure that we wound up finding ourselves in. So instead, this was a little messier because we took with the pawn. It's saying bishop captures is best. I didn't want to do that solely because I thought, hey, maybe we got some ideas of knight coming in here. and maybe this pawn would create some pressure on the king side. But hey, machine knows best, right? And okay, so it's saying that this is a mistake because of knight takes, and so that kind of opens things up. Now, did we play this right? Yeah, so it's saying that this is best, so just attack the pawn. And undefending that knight definitely was another mistake. So we take, we're attacking. We knew that this was going to happen. Now, it didn't like my approach here. Saying bishop d3. We had played that. Oh, so it did want to just threaten the mate right away. I thought, let's block and then do that. So it gave us this pawn. Now, it wants queen f4, so we played the best move, pinning it. And yeah, good response from our opponent. Bishop f1 is best. Oh, wow. You know what? Yeah, so why, that makes sense. Why let yourself get pinned and just have more pressure when you can just undevelop, and some might say, right? Bishop to f1 in that scenario. That would have been, I mean, that's more, I don't know, seemingly positional or more high level than anything I'll play generally. Yeah, and then here we just knew, like, obviously this is going to lead to mate. I was thinking, how could you stop it? Couldn't think of anything other than this check, which he played. And so there we have it. 24 moves. Oh, did I say 18 earlier? I can't even remember. Anyway, 24 moves, pretty small game. We got ourselves a victory, currently rated 1741. And yeah, if we can normalize around 1750 for a while, I think I'd feel pretty good about that. That's what I got for today, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.